Hey there, welcome to Answers About Alzheimer's, where we talk about everything related to Alzheimer's, dementia, behaviors, communication, bathing, um, trigger words, what to say, what not to say, how to get them to take pills, how to get them to take a shower, how to get them to the doctor's office, how to reduce arguing, safety, end of life, everything, you name it. I got you. I got you. I'm glad you're here. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Got my little, please hold, my little subscribe button. Please subscribe to the channel. If you hit the notification bell, you will be told when new content is available. So I post almost every day, and I typically do 2 longer videos like this one twice a week. So I hope you love coming here. I hope you keep coming back for more. Visit me on TikTok. I do a live almost every night, so you can talk to me live if you're interested in that. So today I want to talk about lowering expectations. Yes. And this is a really good topic. This is something that I cover quite a bit in the course. It's something that we kind of continuously do throughout the days. Oh, did you just see my cat? I really should have put him away. So anyway, I want to talk about lowering expectations. So, when a person has dementia, they are going through so much in their head. And sometimes we kind of forget how impaired they are and how much they're struggling with even the simplest of tasks. And it's hard because, we look at them and we think of them how we've known them our whole lives or however long they've been in your life, right? And we tend to kind of just naturally go back in time and think of them as they always were. It's hard to all of a sudden realize how compromised they are. It's not like they got into a car accident, you showed up at the hospital, and they don't have an arm anymore, and you see that they don't have an arm and they can only use one hand, right? That's a physical disability that you can see, and it's constantly in your face, and it's probably a lot easier to adjust to something like that because you always see it. But when a person has dementia and you don't see the damaged brain, we tend to kind of just look at them and think, why can't you do this? Right? It's and it's hard. It's really, really hard. So we as the caregiver, the burden and the responsibility really falls on us. We have to be the one that is bringing ourselves down to their level. And that's really hard sometimes, especially if you're already tired and exhausted and you're working your butt off. Maybe you're working a job and you're taking care of a person with dementia. Maybe you have your own family and then you have your parents that you're trying to take care of, right? And that's hard. That's a lot of responsibility. And so you're already tired yourself. And then you're supposed to stay calm and not argue and divert to activities. And really? Like, how are you supposed to do that? So, in order to help yourself, because you have to help yourself, right? We've got to start lowering those expectations because we're expecting way too much from the person with dementia. And the minute they don't deliver, then you get frustrated. And what happens when you get frustrated? You get angry, right? And then we get into arguments, and that doesn't solve anything, right? All that does is upset the apple cart, and then everybody's upset and having a crappy day. So if we lower our expectations, the more we lower them, the happier we're going to be. The lower you make your expectations, the happier you're going to be, and so will your person with dementia. The hardest thing is that as the journey progresses, you have to keep lowering it even more. But the good news is once you start doing it, and I can show you how, but once you start doing it, it gets easier and easier. Yeah, it does. So I have a ton of videos on all different topics for you. And yes, you can spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, maybe a few more hours, um, watching all those videos and trying to piece them together. Or you can go to my website and take all my master modules in a row, and you should take them in order. And you will have everything that is in my master course. And what that will do is it will give you all the tools that you need to be successful on this journey. Because let's face it, you were thrown into this and you have little or no training, right? Even if you work in a care community, you have probably had very little or no training. So let me ask you this. Where would you say your skills lie on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being, I don't have any skills at all. And 10 being, I'm an expert like Debra Costu, certified master dementia strategist. Where would you put yourself? So let's say you put yourself at a 4, 5, 6, which I would say would be pretty darn good. Those would be some skills, right? You've taken some education, you've got some skills, you got a little background. What if I told you I could get you to an 8, a 9, or even a 10? How would that change your life? How would that change your life? So if you were at an 8, 9, or 10, you wouldn't have to worry about lowering expectations because you would have high skill. And I mean like really high skill. But we should probably get back to the lowering expectations part. One of the biggest problems with lowering our expectations is we're going way too fast, right? I mean, we're very busy. Everybody's busy these days. There's no such thing as calm, cool, and collected anymore. I don't think that even exists. I miss the days when I was growing up when everything was closed on Sundays because that forced us to have family time, downtime, thinking time, calm time, outdoor time. So we're just going. We're like the hamster on the wheel. And sometimes we go over to mom and dad's or whoever we're taking care of and we're just like, okay, if I can just get them a shower like super quick, then maybe I can have 10 minutes to myself. It never works out that way, does it? It never works out that way. Oh, maybe if I could just run over to mom's and make her dinner and give her her pills and clean up the house and do some quick laundry and change her Depends and get her to bed, then I can get home and see my own kids for half an hour before they go to bed. Never happens that way, does it? It just doesn't. It just doesn't happen. So if we lower our expectations, not only for what we expect the person with dementia to do, but maybe we need to start lowering the expectations of what we're able to do and what we're able to handle. Because if we lower the expectations, then chances are you might come out on a high note, right? You might actually start feeling a little good about some of these things. You might start feeling a little bit more of a higher achiever than a failure. Because listen, I don't want you to fail. I do not want you to fail. And I certainly don't want you thinking that you're not doing a good enough job or that why can't you get the results that you want? Why can't I make them hear me? What am I doing wrong? Right? Or what is wrong with them? Why can't they get this? But I can show you all of that easily. I can train anybody easily. I've trained, I'm trying to think what is the oldest person that I've trained in their 80s. I think it was 86. I've trained 86-year-olds. I've trained 12-year-olds and everybody in between. Every education level, every background, with success 100% of the time. I don't think there's anybody else that can guarantee that, but I do. I guarantee my results. But anyway, you have to bring down the expectations. Bring them down, and then we'll have more successes. I hope that makes sense to you. I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. We're growing all the time. We have fabulous webinars that you can attend, where you can have some live one-on-one time with me, Q&A. I love TikTok. I have been doing lives on TikTok almost every single day where I answer your questions. We get into some really good discussions. Seeing a lot of the same people now are starting to come, and we're getting to know each other. Ooh, excuse me. And on my website, answersaboutalz.org, you can download some free downloads. I have one that's really great. It's called The Different Dementias, and it has the lifespans, the symptoms, the causes, and it's a very valuable resource for you. And there's lots of other things there for you as well. So I'm Debra Costu. I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. I can't wait to see you again. I'm sure that you're going to look up a lot of my videos and just keep learning. Just keep going one day at a time and lower those expectations. I've got your back. I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. You can do this. You're strong. You're very, very strong. And they're counting on you. And I'm counting on you. But I'm going to help you on your journey. I'll see you later. Bye.